It's your boy Eric with the Glock in his sock, and you tune into
Class Consciousness with Enomis. Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast called Class Consciousness. You're here with Enomis, and we have a special guest for today.
Eric with the Glock in his sock.
Yes, and today's topic we want to introduce is self-love and confidence.
What's a peace stamp?
Hit the flow, twin. She a low, and don't stop, keep it going. Get it molded. Hit the flow, twin. She a low, and don't stop, keep it going. Get it molded. Oh, she better got the yams. Face with the waist, with the braces like blue check mark on the ground. On house, on car, bread winner of the fam. Baby girl, you with a winner. You a boss, scamming on Tinder. Heard that you a buyer, not a renter. Rich flex, good sex, big checks, little temper. Hit the flow, twin. She a low, and don't stop, keep it going. Get it molded. Ay, 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 shake it. Ay, 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 shake it. Ay, 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 shake it. Hopping out in public with your cousin. Independent, he can't tell you nothing. Bought a bag and good for nothing. Can't keep track of all them G's you touching. Can't compete with, can't compare. Everywhere you go, you know they stare. So back to pull up and meet me there. Baddest, just don't make it fair. Hit the flow, twin. She a low, and don't stop, keep it going. Get it molded. Ay, 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 shake it. 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 Flow, twin. She a low, and don't stop, keep it going. Get it molded. Ay, 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 shake it. Ay, 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 shake it. Ay, 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 shake it.
So for today's episode, under self-confidence and love, we want to discuss how does that impact us on taking chances in life. We have a few topics we want to uncover for that. And the first one being, how does not taking chances make you feel like you might have been put in a box out of fear? And how do we use that to overachieve in our other aspects of life?
Me personally, I'm gonna relate it to myself personally. It's a lot of challenges I face with being an artist and being an entrepreneur, because I'm not just an artist, but every day it's a struggle for you to be what everybody else wants you to be or what they want you to produce. So now it's like I can produce what I want to produce, but it's not gonna get to where it needs to be, or I can produce what my label want me to produce, or my manager or my fans, and not be happy with myself. But it get me somewhere, but I'm not happy. So I got the fear of disappointing my fans, letting people down, and it do put me in a box. Now it's like I'm a robot, like I'm just doing whatever everybody else want me to do, and
Yeah.
I feel like it furthered my career. It do, but at the same time, is it really furthering my career? Because it's furthering somebody else. It's an image that I got to put up. So now I'm scared to really be myself, or because I'm a rapper, we supposed to hold a certain image. We supposed to have tattoos, or we supposed to be like, and I just want to have fun. I make fun music. It's not always, I'm finna go shoot somebody or unalive somebody, or yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it put
feel
a strain on my career. It put a strain, yeah.
Yeah. I feel that too, because like me personally, I do public speaking as well. I'm an advocate.
You're very good at it.
Thank you. I'm an advocate here in Wisconsin. So a lot of times having that public image or working with in domestic abuse, I work with a lot of youth. So they look up to me as like a mentor. So sometimes like I have to be careful what I post, or like even when I was working for the Democratic Party of Wisconsin, like, thank you.
Okay.
I was a field organizer, but long story short, I like connecting with people all the time. But yeah, again, like having those standards when you're working in a field where like they don't accept, I guess, all behaviors on social media.
True, true.
So like I was very limited on like what I could post. Like even if it was just me kicking it at the club with like my girlfriends or whatever, like they'd be like, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do that.
So like as time progresses and as time go on, like do you be like, okay, I want to blur the lines between like my professional life and my personal life? You be like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna just slip up and post on one day, even though you know you got all these people watching you.
You know, honestly, I'm a little rebel, so I be doing it anyway. But you know, it's limits to it. Like I wouldn't necessarily post like everything, and like also even if I'm going out, like I gotta watch how I dress certain times, cause you know certain sceneries you gotta be more professional.
True, true. Y'all got to see the dress. Y'all got to see the dress. You got the nails, the heels.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. It's a thing. But just keeping that upkeep, and having those mentees, because I'm a mentor, I have to be careful because they look up to me, and that's just something that I feel like kind of limit me because I'm a vibrant person. I'm very bubbly. Like I love color. You're gonna learn that I love color, y'all. Like yes, I'll be natural one day, but I switch up real quick. So yeah, just having that in the professional aspects of the world, like it's hard. So that's one way like I feel like I'm put in a box sometimes. So yeah, that will take us to our very next question. When it comes to those thoughts, because we all think about like our representation, do we have personal positive or negative thoughts? Because we all have them, but like, what are some examples of positive or negative thoughts you may have? And how does those thoughts make you feel about yourself or others that you love as well? And how you treat them?
Negative thoughts I have. I'm a very positive person, so I try not to have like negative thoughts. So it's hard to answer this question a little bit, but
Yeah.
as far as I got like some sort of fan base now, and now that I got that, they constantly on my heels about releasing music, or if I'm not releasing it enough, or if it's not good enough, or what they want to hear. So like when I first came out, I probably had an era where it was like I'm from Milwaukee, so my music got the claps, the Milwaukee claps. It sounded like what they wanted to sound like, but as I progressed, I started doing more of what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
How I originally sounded before I got my song on the radio and before people start like listening and stuff like that. But negative, let me think. I can't.
Positive too. It's important to look at both.
Well, positive, my fan base, they keep me going. I ain't gonna lie. I dropped the album just to see if I could like do something.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not really consistent when it comes to like music and stuff, and I know I should be more consistent. And that's one of the negative things. Like I tell myself, like you're not consistent, you lose your fan base. You might as well just stop doing it, or you made this amount of money off of it, so just let it play out. And it affect me a little bit, but it's
Yeah. It's a hard thing to
It's-
do it.
How do I put it into a frame?
I mean, like, for me, I feel like sometimes it could be, like, self-image. Because I'm a plus-size model internationally. So, like, a lot of times I do plus-size clothing or garments. So, like, sometimes I might have, like, negative feedback on, like, fat phobia from some people. Like, I'm confident in myself and my body. But, like, sometimes people give me, like, oh, you should wear shapewear. Oh, you should do this. And I'm like, no, this is my fupa. You're going to see it. So, like,
I like
that's
that.
sometimes I deal with, like, negative comments, especially, like, social media. You know, when you on social media, people going to put comments good and bad regardless.
True. That's why I pride myself on like presentation. So
Yeah.
most of the stuff that most artists go through, I get like a minimum amount of that feedback or negative feedback because I literally try to put my best foot forward everywhere
Yeah.
I go, or try to present myself as if I'm in that caliber like Kanye West, and you know that's where I want my ego to be without all the ego.
Period.
Yeah.
I feel that. And then, like, for positive self-thoughts for me, I like to motivate myself. Like, I used to have like seasonal depression like 3 years ago, and it was hard just simply getting out of bed sometimes, and I just didn't feel like doing nothing. So like I feel like ever since then, going through therapy and stuff, and I learned re-encouragement helped me a lot to like want to get out of bed and do
Affirmation,
stuff.
like
Yeah,
okay.
affirmation is definitely for sure. And you know, it's funny because I never really thought about it because it was coming from myself, but for sure, yeah. And then I also like anytime I achieve something or like if I get a certification or a degree, like I'll put it on my wall in my room, and then I
I
just
know your
look at
wall
it.
filled with like certifications and stuff.
It is. It is. I have to show you. It's on my Instagram, but I'm on 37 so far. Yeah, I'm trying. My goal is to fill the whole side of that wall by the end of this year.
I think I got
So
like 2 certifications.
yeah, so far.
Yeah, so far.
It's coming though, but I'm pretty sure like you probably had other achievements and stuff. Cause like for guys, I feel like it was more so sports or something.
Yeah, with sports, I was doing it big. I got full ride scholarship to Arizona State University to play basketball. I didn't even have to be good. All I had to do was jump in the air.
You had to be good if you got it.
Swear, jump in the air, rebound. I was like Dennis Rodman, jump in the air, rebound, put the ball back.
I'm
Sky
dead.
hook every time.
I'm
I didn't have to
dead.
shoot threes. They didn't dribble. I didn't have to do none of that. I was gonna have to learn eventually, but that's all
Yeah.
they wanted from me.
Yeah.
But
So
I
like
mean,
y'all got trophies and stuff, or like
I got trophies. I got little medals and stuff when I used to take basketball serious. But most of my achievements was like financial achievements. I started doing like
Yeah.
business and finance, going to college for it a little bit, and then I branched off into like doing like making LLCs or doing my music and getting on the radio stations and stuff like that.
Oh
So
yeah.
I got achievements like that. But your certification, you knocked me out the park.
No, it's just different. It's just different. I feel like everybody have their own little like either altar or like I don't know reward area or something, or even it could be pictures. Some people like travel and they put pictures of where they went
I
up
never
on
thought
their
about it like that.
wall. Yeah, so it's different ways. It's just something that like you put your mind to do. And then it reminds you to keep going to do it more that you enjoy, you know? So that's how I looked at it for my like self positive thoughts, just to self motivate me to do more. Yeah, but for sure, Mr. Richard is crazy. Shout out to Mr. Richard though. You're welcome. So that covers like self thoughts, positive and negative. But I do want to also touch on. We touched on how like we treat ourselves, but maybe how does that impact like your relationships you might have, or like how you might treat others? Like for me, like I said, it sometimes I don't want to get out of bed, so like it impacted my negative self thoughts impacted my relationships because I didn't want to go out sometimes. And that was just like part of the reason. So I don't know, how does that like impact your relationships sometimes or how you treat people?
Me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm very respected and very liked by people. I treat people with respect. I treat them how I want to be treated. I probably treat them better than what I want to be treated, just to show people that it's still good people in the world. I go to bat for everybody I'm around, all my friends, my family, people I just meet, just to show them like it's still people like us that exist.
That's
So
what's up.
them cookies smell good.
Ah, I made some cookies.
Oh yeah, I smell them.
You know, gotta show love to our special guest.
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah. So, you know. Okay, so for the next topic, before we take a little break, let's talk about. We talked about positive self thoughts and negative ones, but also let's talk about like cultural norms. How does that impact our own self image? And having a different background, like being from Milwaukee or being in a college setting, how does the cultural norms change?
I feel like it's 2025 now, so cultural norms and stuff. I
Yeah.
feel like they don't even exist no more. There's no such thing as the cultural norm. Everything is different now.
Yeah.
Down to the LGBTQ TQ community.
Plus, don't forget the plus.
You know, the plus. My bad.
pansexual hair.
Sorry about that, y'all. Don't get on me.
It's okay. I get on
I
them.
rock with y'all. But yeah, like it used to be you had to be like a certain, like you said, we from Milwaukee. You used to have to be a certain type of way. You used to have to talk a certain type of way. I still talk a little bit like I'm from Milwaukee, but the more you get places in life, the more places you go, the more you start articulating your words and you start using bigger words. You start expanding your vocabulary and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Hey, okay, so story time. I've been in 12 states so far in the U.S., but
What states?
Okay, I took a trip from here to L.A., so I crossed Nevada, Colorado, Utah, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the point. The point, I like to travel, but I'm in the middle of getting my passport. But the point was the accents hit different in different places. Like, I done been in Houston, Texas. That's, my
I
godmom's.
know they got an accent.
Yes, it's a certain accent there. And then Milwaukee got their own slang accent. And then, like, certain down south got their own slang. And even, like, I was in Sheboygan. Mind you, that's part of Wisconsin. It's literally farmland. Like, when I tell you I was in college there, it's literally farmland. They got their own, like, proper slang, too. But yeah, that's a real thing. And then some people be like Milwaukeeans or like.
I didn't think we had an accent until I went somewhere else. And then they either identify us as Detroit or they identify us as Milwaukee, but they try to make it sound like we all together, like we one big boy. Like, yeah.
And I know in music, like, people be like, folks, like, brother folks, like.
Yeah. When I develop, I'm like, do I accommodate myself and get accustomed to that slang? Do I incorporate it into my songs or do I just continue being... Because I got the Milwaukee, but you could tell it's like a different formation of it. Like it branched off from it, but it's not exactly Milwaukee. But
yeah. But you see that too, like especially in rap. I know I be seeing it, or like even YouTube videos. Like you can tell.
Especially with the dance he was doing.
Yeah.
That's a dead giveaway. You from Milwaukee?
Yeah. Nah, I feel that, but I also feel like, I have a strong accent because I'm from Texas, but also Milwaukee. But like also I travel.
So which one you like better?
Ooh, I'm like a mix of all three, honestly.
Nah, you too modest. You gotta pick one.
Hey, I gotta go with Texas. I'm sorry. I'm more of a Southern girl. I love Southern mentality, like hospitality. I gotta go with Southern accents. Like, be a country boy. I don't know. I'm a country girl. But I am very much in the city. Yeah, I love the inner city. I don't like bugs, which is crazy, but I get in some mud. Like, I tussle. I tussle for real. For real. But yeah, so I feel like that's a thing for sure. And then also, like, when I'm in personal settings, like, I feel like my accent is a little bit stronger, or like if I feel comfortable around the people. But like when I was in college or when I'm doing workshops for my career, like I tend to speak more proper because a lot of times like they might not understand or they might like come at me for grammar, if that makes sense. But
it's not like you saying the wrong thing. You just said it in your accent. I get it.
It's different dialect.
Kind of go back to like the cultural norms.
Yeah.
I know we was like program, and I wouldn't say trained because that sounds like they trained us a little bit, but we was like programmed to like code switch. Mm-hmm. Now I incorporate everything into one, so it ain't no. I go into this setting, I sound this is exactly how I talk. If I go in this setting, I'm gonna talk the same way. If I use a slang word, I ain't gonna be too obnoxious about it, but you know, it's all one. I don't want to have to code switch like, oh, hi guys, like.
I'm not gonna lie, I have a proper voice for sure. Like when I be on the phone, yeah. If it ain't somebody know, I'm code switching. It's a force of habit. I don't know. But I feel that. Okay, so how do you feel like when it comes to self-values, like how do that make us represent ourselves maybe differently? Because I know like earlier you was telling me like how you dress may change sometimes.
What what's an example? I know everybody, and I don't know if this is like a sensitive topic, but it's a lot of people that do like different stuff on social media and stuff that I be wanting to do, but my self-respect for myself and my self-value wouldn't let me like OnlyFans. I could be a millionaire off of that just like everybody else. Like, it's so many people that blew up off of it, living good lives, nice cars, and stuff that we want. But it's just, every time I think about it, I'm like, I can't do it. It's not me. Or I can't go into a certain setting and get like super drunk and pissy drunk, or get to fighting somebody or something. Like, it's just not. Yeah, I know I got an image to maintain, even though I am a rapper and we supposed to be a certain type of way. It's other people that's always watching, not even just my fans. My fans cool. I can act whatever type of way. They like me for me, so I can act any type of way.
They know what's up.
It's always like a A&R or something watching you, and you never know who watching. So this whole year and like this whole era is like me just like building my professionalism and showing them that I do got some type of moral compass. So they understand what I would do and wouldn't do, and if they, cause it'd be a lot. I get a lot of DMs. I'm not gonna lie. And sorry, I ain't even trying to put y'all on. I ain't gonna say specific names, but I got about like 15 fans that's on my heels constantly to drop music with people that I don't align with, or people that's like recently got exposed for like being this type of person and being this type of way towards girls and stuff like that. And I can't do it, y'all. I'm sorry. You just gotta wait for what I gotta put out for y'all. Without aligning myself with those people that don't got like the moral compass.
The bigger picture.
Yeah, the bigger picture.
Nah, I feel that for sure. I don't know. It's hard for me, honestly. I feel like for mine, it's more so like going, like as simple as going to the gym for real. Like I work out a lot. I used to weigh like 55 pounds more than I do currently. So like how I carry myself on the runway is different. Like even simply walking, like when I walk into spaces, we've taught model walks for real. But that all stemmed from like being in the mirror, going to the gym, like understanding, what I'm comfortable with, who I am, and accepting me for me. But also like putting a little swag to it, cause
they ever made you do something that like you was uncomfortable with, and how would you handle that?
Yes. It's crazy you said this. Okay, so last year, I walked for TME, right? And I'm always wearing my glasses. I come with my glasses, I model with my glasses. But literally the day of, right before I'm getting on the stage, whole time I'm in the dressing room with my glasses on, everything. I don't even wear contacts, how much I wear my glasses, for real. So as I'm about to go on stage, they're like, oh, take your glasses off. Fuck me all up. Y'all, I am blind, okay? I am blind. So my nerves got crazy, and then I couldn't even see where I was walking. So like it changed like my confidence, because it was like, I don't know, I just see white. I'm just gonna walk this way and try to turn around and I bust my stuff. So I feel like it changes. I don't know, that day it kind of just, it changed my opinion about it, or like my comfortability. I wouldn't say not so much like my confidence, because like I still was trying to strut, but like I didn't know where the mark was at to pose. So it was just, I don't know, it kind of messed with my confidence a little bit at that moment.
You still went through with it?
Yeah, I still did it.
Yeah, okay,
I still got pictures.
Powered through it.
Hey, I was already there. It was literally 3 seconds before going, and I was like, I'm gonna just do it. But yeah, so that was a thing for me. That was like how it impacted my self-confidence in that moment. But outside of that, like I work on my own, like when I'm in the gym, because I don't know, I just got goals. It's certain stuff I want to do. And then also, like, I know for, like, the ladies, a lot of times, like, right now, I don't want to say a pandemic, but it's kind of a pandemic of, like, BBLs and, like, lip surgeries and all of this. And, I mean, especially in Milwaukee. Now, don't get me wrong. I support doing you, for whatever reason, if you feel comfortable. No, I do, because, I'm in the model scene. True. So it's, like, it's different levels, like, as long as you're not, like, overly doing it to a point where it's impacting your health. But mind you, this is, like, one of the deadliest procedures you can do that people don't talk about. She got
modest with it, then she be like, let me just toss that out there.
Hey, listen. No, for real. Some people go under a knife, and then, like, they don't come back up. So It's a thing, and then it's like some people might get infections, if they don't keep up with it. So it's a scary thing, but I feel like people should be able to do whatever make them feel comfortable and confident in themselves. But that is something that I find a lot of females feel more confident when they have like bigger dicks or smaller dicks,
Which I don't see why, because like usually once after they go through the procedure,
and a lot of them regret
because
it.
I got a friend that's going to Miami. We're supposed to be flying out there. I'm supposed to be helping her around after she get her BBL. Sorry, I'm so sorry, but I don't support it. I feel
We
like
hope for a speedy recovery though when you do it.
true. We could be enjoying Miami, but now we gotta enjoy recovery. And it's like I like natural. I feel like natural is like the best way to go. It's so much that, like you said, there's so much stuff that can go wrong. Why even risk it? When you naturally beautiful, like you naturally beautiful. We all naturally.
Y'all should see my last episode. I rocked the fro, but today I'm not. But it's okay. Makeup, nails. Like I said, I'm here for the girlies both ways. Okay. For real, but that's the reality of it. But I did want to like highlight that because I feel like a lot of times people are doing that because they don't have self-confidence, and I want a lot of at least young ladies to like just think about that, because like long term it's so many side effects and it's so many things about it like that could go wrong. Like I feel like we should really look into that and just be confident in what we got, whether that's big or little. You know what I'm saying?
And I know it'd be hard because like most of the rappers or people, even us, we be
In the
pushing that off on them.
videos.
Yeah, we push it off the idea and it stick with you.
Yeah. That's why I brought it up.
I know it's hard.
Yeah, no facts. Okay, so that's basically like the self-confidence. The next topic I want to talk about is called imposter syndrome. Now, for y'all at home who may not know what this is, it's basically meaning that it's just feeling like you're out of place or that you don't belong somewhere, and it's not necessarily a reason why, but you just feel that way. So now that we know what that is, I feel like we need to talk about it. Like, why do we feel as a person of color or as part of LGBT community, I represent that way, or like as a female, whatever it may be, or as a young person even, because ageism is a thing. Why do we feel like we don't belong in successful spaces when we do, just because we might not see somebody that represents us or what we stand for?
I'm going to renege on what I said earlier, but it's 2025. I feel like we so comfortable with everything now. We belong in every space, even if I ain't qualified to be there. Like, you got your
facts.
37 certifications, I got
Got
2.
that.
I belong there. I belong there with you.
And do.
Well,
And do.
I could do surgery if I needed to. I feel like I belong
I don't know
everywhere.
about
Even though I know I don't. Yeah. Even though I know I don't
School.
belong there, I feel like everybody got the mentality now where they feel like we belong at the top. We deserve to be in every room we deserve to be in. And I know, like, even with the celebrities, people like, when they be interviewing them and stuff, they try to belittle them and tell them like, oh, you a celebrity, but you're a B-list celebrity or a C-list. They earned it. They still a celebrity. They
Right.
still got status.
Right.
I feel like society is trying to like bring us down when they trying to say we don't belong in a certain place, like because we black. But I feel like black people predominantly we taking over.
And we
They want to be us. They want to dress like us. They want body shapes like us. They want to be us.
Yeah.
Hairstyles.
I was just gonna say that. Oh my God, it's been so many people I've seen with braids that don't need braids in their head. But that's another topic for another
See,
story.
we can't say they taking our styles and then we do that. I feel like everybody can have every
can.
style. Like, oh yeah, you a girl. I mean, hey, for y'all, this y'all area expertise. I don't even know what the beauty supply store look like.
I be in there all day, every day. Okay, so I know, but no. Let me stop playing. But for real though, I feel like sometimes I might experience imposter syndrome because when it comes to like workshops or international fields, like I'm in this new fellowship. When we go to our conferences and stuff, it's majority not people of color. So it's like a lot of times the issues that we might have, or like if I'm doing a workshop, they might not understand the importance of the issues that impact our community. Like, for example, like just simple wardrobe. Because, what do you call it? Like uniforms or self-advocacy. Like, we have to have a certain wardrobe to be of standard. And a lot of people, like, in our community, we don't own suits. Or, like, I didn't have my first suit till I was 22. But I know you outstanding young man, so of course you gonna have.
Yeah,
but the
it's
average
something about the
Joe,
suit that just do it for
you
me. I don't
know, the average Joe might not have that. And suits is expensive. I don't know about the men's side, but for me, a nice good suit.
It's expensive. I feel like if you could spend $100 on some Jordans, because you don't spend
Yeah,
over
facts.
$100, you can go to Nick Avani's. They got the $100 hookup. You can get you a suit from there.
Hook them up, okay, boys. Y'all know where to go. But yeah, so I feel like that's the thing. But we just wanted to talk about how self-love and confidence like impacts in the real world. And don't forget to also check out.
Oh, my new single, it's going to be out on the 19th. Check out my hit radio single, Hit the Flow. You know, I would appreciate it if y'all type in.
For sure. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to hit those like, comment, shares, and subscribe. Lord, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yes, drop down below and check out his music for sure. And this broadcast to you by Drop the Mic Media. And this is your girl, Simone with Class Consciousness on the way out.
Look at you go.